What is DNA fingerprinting? DNA profiling. Leicester University geneticist Alec Jeffreys developed a technique called DNA fingerprinting in 1985. It allows DNA samples from different people to be compared to look for similarities and differences. It's used for solving crimes and could also confirm if people are related to each other, like in paternity testing. Any two people in the world have 99.9% of that DNA the same. So this process analyzes the differences in the remaining 0.1%. This modern technology is called DNA profiling. It's a very sensitive technique that only needs a few skin cells, hair root, or tiny amounts of blood or saliva. There are sections loci of chromosomes where insert of a gene consisting of a long sequence of bases. There are much shorter sequences of 3, 4 or 5 bases that are repeated many times. For example, these repeated sequences are called short tandem repeats or STR. At these places on the chromosomes, where we find these STR, some areas vary in the number of repeats. DNA profiling only looks at these STR. As an example, this could be from some blood at the crime scene or swab from the inside of someone's cheek. For example, the DNA is then extracted from the sample. Many copies of this DNA may be made using the polymerase chain reaction or PCR. Special enzymes called restriction endonucleases are used to cut the DNA up into different sized pieces. The DNA samples are then put into wells in a special gel called agarose. The process of gel electrophoresis, which separates the DNA fragments by size. The pattern is then transferred to a nylon sheet in southern blotting. And finally, the lines produced by the DNA samples from different people are compared. So let's have a look using DNA profiles to solve the mysteries. And someone was stolen in a burglary. A drop of blood was left behind by the thief. Samples of DNA was taken from 4 suspects and compared to the sample left at the crime scene. Which suspect is guilty? Here's a clue: look for the one that is most similar to the one from the crime scene. Both the video while you decide. Suspect 3 is guilty. Can you see how the pattern of bands matches in suspect 3 and the crime scene? That DNA is the same? Let's try another. The soldier has been killed in an explosion and has lost his dog tags to identify him. 3 soldiers are missing from the unit, so the army doctor asked 3 sets of parents for DNA samples that they might compare it to the soldier's DNA and therefore make an identification. Remember, the soldier will only show the correct band of his DNA with each parent. So which set of parents is the soldier the son of? As the video, while you decide. Parents C and D. As you can see, he inherited the first band from parents and the second, third and fourth from parents C, and so on. So now you understand how DNA profiles pull fingerprints, all made and seen some examples of where they can be used. You can even interpret DNA profile. Please like and share our videos of your friends. If you have any questions that you want help with, just comment below.